Hey guys, I thought I'd do a quick lesson on some cool little two-string bending ideas that I was having a bit of fun with. Similar to this kind of stuff that you would have heard before. Stuff like that. Pretty simple idea. Does involve a bit of strength in the left hand and a bit of accuracy, and also I'm using a hybrid picking style, so big part of the sound comes from whacking the two strings together at the same time. So I'm using the pick and second finger and grabbing the two strings. So let's have a bit of a closer look at what we're doing. Okay, so I'm just going to show you a couple of things in the key of A. It's kind of just a blues, I guess, without getting too much into exactly what key and scales we're using. Pretty much around the 5th fret, the typical pentatonic blues kind of position. So the first one would be this one. Okay, so all I'm doing is I've got second string at the 8th fret and the 7th fret on the 3rd string. So I'm smacking those together, and then I'm bending up the 3rd string a whole tone. Sometimes I'll come back down to the 5th fret on the 3rd string, so I'll go. Now doing the vibrato on that is quite hard, and that's an important part of the sound, so that's something to work on there, just being able to go. So that's a fun one. Another one would be taking that exact same shape that I'm doing with those two fingers down to the next pair of strings. So it'd have the 8th fret on the 1st string, 7th on the 2nd. This time just doing a semitone bend on the 2nd string, so we get this. So just from those couple of shapes alone we can do some cool fun stuff. Another one is this: you bar the 7th fret and then you grab those two and you yank those suckers as far as you can without pulling them off the neck. And then come back to the bar at the 5th fret. Always sounds good that way. This one isn't 100% accurate, so it's a little bit of a tougher sounding, but essentially you're trying to bend this sound up to that. So between these three shapes, so you got this on the 1st and 2nd strings, you've got this one on the 2nd and 3rd, and then the barring. Okay, here's one more thing which is really cool that you can try too. On the 2nd and 3rd strings, you know, there's a lot of patterns of thirds that you can do. Without getting into all the theory about it, essentially whenever you have this shape, so 7th and 7th, for example, and then I move to the 9th and the 8th, what you can do is play these two notes at the 7th fret. The idea is you're bending this up a whole tone and you're bending the 2nd string up a semitone, so you're actually getting the so anywhere. So for example, the 12th fret, same two patterns. So that's a really nice thing to mess around with, and that's a good little bending practice as far as accuracy goes. So check that out a bit more.